So we just got the new balance patch a couple of days ago, and I was looking through it to see if we could do a couple videos on different monsters that got buffed that might be exciting enough to, spoiler alert, 90% of it we really can't do videos on because there's almost no change, like the tiniest little changes to things. However, I did come across this, and I was looking at it because I was excited about her, potentially excited. It's only her skill 3 that does this additional damage by 10% of the enemy's max HP. If the boss has, boss excluded, sorry, if the enemy has a beneficial effect or harmful effect. Unfortunately, it's only on the skill 3 and the boss is excluded from that, and I was kind of bummed. And then it dawned on me that this is actually a ridiculously strong unit right now in the current meta based on how she interacts. So she doesn't actually strip anything, she decreases the enemy's beneficial effect duration. The strip is a byproduct. It's not a remove beneficial effects, it's a reduce the time of beneficial effects. And right now, that is huge, and I'm going to show you exactly why. So here we see a typical control type match on, well, actually on both sides, 2 different control type matches. We got the Hey Gang in there. They're probably not too worried because they're like, you know what, they're going to strip me, but I got the Hey Gang, so I'm going to cleanse and increase the attack gauge, except that it's not a strip. It is a decrease the duration of beneficial effects. It's not actually a strip, so Hey Gang never activates, which is huge because Hey Gang is one of the most picked units in RTA right now because he's anti-CC. There's a lot of good CC units, and you don't really have to worry about the CC teams as much if you have Hey Gang on your side. He's picked non-stop, and I don't think Hey Gang owners are going to be expecting to fight a Hyenes and then see that Hey Gang is not doing what they think he's going to do. So I think that's an absolutely wild, that's just a wild thing based on how it's written. The strip is a byproduct. It removes the beneficial effects as a byproduct of decreasing the duration of them. And it's absolutely wild, especially in the Hey Gang meta. Absolutely ridiculous. Hey Gang picks so early. You know, I like this player on the left-hand side. I like those picks there. Light Monkey and Hyenes. And Hey Gang stays in because of course he does. Opponent might not know that they're not going to actually cleanse and get their attack bar boosted. This is absolutely brutal. This is because it catches them off guard. They're like, I thought Hey Gang was going to work, but he doesn't because it's not a strip. I'm going to keep saying that over the course of this entire video it's not a strip, it's not a strip, so just get you, I'm bracing you now. C3, here we go with the Hey Gang. And let's see what gets, but they have no speed lead on that side. So let's see who takes turn 1. Vertiheel takes turn 1. Okay, so they're sitting there with the Hey Gang, they're like, I'm going to just get my attack bar increased and everything's going to get cleansed, except that it's not going to get because it's not a strip. You knew what I was gonna say. You knew that, but like you got to think what's going on in the minds of the people that have Hey Gang. They're like, how come my Hey Gang doesn't work? What's going on here? I would be pissed if I was them, but I would be pissed just because I'm me, and you know I'm just pissed all day, every day, 24/7, 365. So I'd just be extra pissed. But yeah, this is just a wild interaction that I think a lot of people wouldn't be expecting. So they got the Hey Gang in here. They got the Hyenes as well. Let's see. Increase attack bar. So that monkey is on, monkey's on Nemesis. I feel like that's, if that context was not there, that would be very confusing. Okay, so Hey Gang didn't get his attack bar increased. There are things on the enemy team that are actually on Nemesis. That's why they're increasing their attack bar. Just this context to put that in there, so people aren't like, oh, it didn't work in that battle. Like, no, it's you gotta say this 1,000 times on YouTube. I've learned over the years. It's like, yeah, because people are gonna think that it's Hey Gang is still working, but it's just the Nemesis right now. Can I take it out? Yep. Unfortunately, that's all the Hyenes versus Hey Gang interactions that there are right now. So we're going to take a look at some other matches that just so happen to have Hyenes in them because I wanted to see her after the buff. So they're not quite using her the same way. They're not using her as a counter to Hey Gang, or as a strip that is not countered by Hey Gang, rather. Not strip. Not strip. I'm sorry. Not strip. It's a... You know what I'm going to say. See, maybe I don't have to say it 1,000 times. Yeah, see, this is what I was initially going to use her as, and where I think most of us are familiar using her, but it's just that interaction with Hey Gang is wild. Oh, the LDs. Okay, more LDs. Alright, it's not a full team of LDs, guys. There's other flavors of monsters in there. So let's see. Oki gets turn 1. Again, not more Hey Gang interactions. But a lot of people don't even... Oh, we do get to see the buffed Dark Monkey too. So we get to... Actually, there's 3 different buffed units here. There is the Dark Sky Surfer. He's got the skill 2 that's increased activation rate. Now after the buff, there's the Dark Monkey who has the buffed skill 3. And there's the Hyenes who has the buffed skill 3 as well. So 3 different buffed units right here in this match. This guy's doing what I was... Oh, he's doing a different comp. I'm going to say he's doing what I was doing the other day. Is first pick Kaki. Because people are confused by first pick Kaki. They're like, oh, you're going with a cleave, but it was... Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe it's not that confusing. You're like, oh, you're going with the cleave. That's what you're... But you can pivot with Kaki, because he's like a little bit of a bruiser. So... Yeah, I mean, this one really, like the past few matches, and this one as well, really aren't showing the... Wow, he's a counter to Hey Gang, because there's just not more Hey Gang matches here. There's not enough people that are aware of this ridiculous interaction just yet. It's wild. Yeah, this cleave team is never going to get a turn. Never going to get a turn. All the additionals right there. All the turn cycling. Man, I would love to see some more Hey Gangs. I really would. Camila gets banned. Dark Monkey gets banned. There's gonna be a lot of turns. There's gonna be a lot of debuffs. 3 stunts. Not bad. All things in nature. Alright, so they don't have to worry about all the dots. AoE freezes. Yeah, this is, I mean, the amount of CC on that team, it feels over, but we know that I like to call everything over. Also, I mean, we're not really talking too much right now because we're so excited about the Hey Gang thing. We're not really talking about her buff, which is what we're supposed to be talking about as well, is that she does 10% extra HP based damage, enemies HP based damage. Decrease attack gauge there. Yeah, get some freezes. They need those freezes, though. Increase the cooltime. I suppose they don't need the freezes if they have the increased cooltime. So much CC, though. Look at that. And that's what she can do that is different than just being a Hey Gang counter. Her usage is going to just, as soon as people find out about this, just based on how much Hey Gang is being used in the meta, her usage is going to like 10x. People are going to be using her all the time. Or I'm out of my mind and people are not going to use her and they're going to be like, just cleave. I see a Hey Gang getting picked, I'm just going to switch to cleave. Which, I mean, if a Hey Gang gets picked early, that is a good option, is just use the cleave team, just ignore Hey Gang, don't even worry about him. But if you don't want to do that, now you have the option of using Hyenes because really solid against Hey Gang. So anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was eye-opening, and I'll see you as always in the next one.